Well, thanks again for tuning into another one of my little videos. Today we're going to talk again about self-filming your hunts. A lot of people are using these little digital video cameras, or actually digital cameras that have video capability, and they work pretty well. I did my turkey hunting in the Ozarks #4 just last Monday using this one, and it did pretty good, except when I fired the shotgun, it came loose. The portion where the little thumb screw that holds this onto this device, which is made by who is it, people? The KLEY-ZION, KLEY-ZION. This little device that attached to a Picatinny rail. There's so much force that it pulled the little plastic insert that this little bolt that goes up through here that holds the camera on it, just pulled it loose, so that it still worked. But so what I did was I put a couple of supports in front of it, because when the shotgun fires, the shotgun goes backwards, which causes this thing to lean forward. I'll put these supports in front of it, and it's going to recoil backwards too, so I put one in the back. So I'm going to try it out this Monday. Lord willing, hopefully I'll have another turkey come out and let me test it on them. Something else you'll have to do is have your receiver drilled on your shotgun. I did this on my 1187. I bought this in 1987, by the way. First time it came out like this, Remington 1187. Love this gun. Killed 30 or 40 turkeys with this over the years. But you have a little piece of Picatinny rail mounted to your shotgun. Like I say, you professionally have your receiver drilled and tapped, unless there's some other way you know of to put it on there. And let's see, let me show you a little bit closer on what I did as far as how I made this. And what these are just little pieces. This is 3/4 inch wide, just metal stock that you get in Lowe's, and I just cut them out, bend them. All I'd use was a hacksaw and a drill and a grinder to grind the edges, and just put little cushions in between where it touches the camera. Just foam tape. I just put foam tape on there and then put something in front of the foam tape, so it cushions it. The same thing up here. I had to build this one up because it won't quite reach that. You'll have to test it and just figure out where it needs to be when you put it on your shotgun. But these, if you don't do this, like I said, it's going to pull that little plastic helicoil out of the bottom of your camera. I've had to epoxy that one back in the other day. But another thing too to remember is when you look down the sight picture on your shotgun, my shotgun is going to work with this little unit hooked to it. See, it's kind of gets in your sight picture because I've got a different barrel on mine that has raised sights. This isn't a slug barrel that's rifled. It's just a smooth bore barrel with high sights on it. With my Pattern Master choke on there. I really like that thing. That thing does the job. But I'm able to look down the barrel and still see those sights just barely. And I put myself a little white indicator right there, some paint on that, so I can get on target quickly. But so that's something to remember. If you have if you have a bead sight at the end of your shotgun, this probably isn't going to work for you because you won't be able to see it inside that little trough there. So keep that in mind if you're getting ready to buy one of these. You're going to have to do something different with your sights. I think you can get some aftermarket sights to go on them. But these little cameras will do the job. But maybe later on in when the season's over, I'll be figuring out some way to make this look a little bit better and maybe operate a little bit better. Just have something that'll will slide down in. But I appreciate you watching, and this is another way to film your hunt using these little cameras and do it pretty economically. I say this one is, I believe its maximum resolution is 16 megapixels, which I believe is 720p. I'm not sure of that, but it's pretty decent. But my film is a little bit grainy, but that's because it was really low light when they just flew off the roost. But there's nothing you can do about that unless you have those horribly expensive video cameras and somebody to video your hunt. But just want to thank you for taking a look at this, and hopefully it'll help you out a little bit when you try to film your own hunts. Thank you very much. Good luck on your hunting too.